তোর কাছে সুদার বলা মারে তোর কি রে আর কুল কিনারা কুল কিনারা নাই ও নদীর কুল কিনারা নাই সর্বনাশা পদ্মা নদী.
Zominswe Abdurrauf is a Rohingya activist. He now lives in Portland, Oregon. Now, in the last few weeks, there's been a lot of news about the Rohingya, but for many of us here in the United States, it's the first time we've heard about them. Just explain briefly who they are. Who are the Rohingya?
Rohingyas are indigenous people of Burma. Their homeland dates back to 7 centuries. They are one of the ethnic minorities of Burma.
Is it fair to say that what seems to be going on here is prejudice against a Muslim minority on the part of Thailand and perhaps Burma as well?
Exactly. They are victims of political and religious persecutions by the Burmese military regime. Expulsion from their homelands, restriction on movement, education, healthcare. The Rohingyas are not recognized as citizens of Burma, although they have been living there for centuries. So we want our citizenship in our own land.
You say
we don't want to be a stateless people.
Right. You say the Rohingya are stateless people. Is this formal policy? Is this written down in law in Burma that Rohingya are not to be recognized, or has it been an ad hoc policy over the years?
Yes, this is the official policy. In 1982, they have adopted a policy. They try to depict to the world that we are the colonial immigrants. That way they can remove our citizenship.
So when I was in Bangladesh, I studied about our historical, political issues. So I have more knowledge about our own people. Because even I know we are Rohingya because my parents, my grandparents told me we were Rohingya, but we were not allowed to pronounce the Rohingya. We don't know. Sometimes the government branded us as a Bengali. Sometimes they say the infiltrator. Sometimes they say the Rakhine Muslims. Nothing's worked for us. We were none of them. We are not Bengali. Yes, we have the physical similarities because of our maybe some generation from Bengali, just some generation from Hindu, some generation from Buddhist, some Pathan, some Arab merchants. So we develop from different stock of people. If they branded a specific people Bengali, which is not right. I have a mentality of seeking my own identity. So I didn't think I will have my identity in Bangladesh. So I have a mind, I have to resettle somewhere like America, Europe, anywhere where I can prove myself, who am I.
These Rohingyas have not been recognized in their country, in Myanmar. They had no authority to own land, or if they had land, they were, after cultivations, they are forced into paying this land. They had to request for permission for any movement, wherever they wanted to go. They had to request for permission for marriage because it was not allowed. And so they felt that they were not free in their own country. And that's why they ran into Bangladesh. Some have come to Bangladesh, some have gone into Malaysia and other countries like Thailand, just to seek some recognition and also the basic human rights, if they could have this freedom of human rights.
But camp life is dangerous life. There is no any greater sorrow on earth than the loss of one native land. For the time of camp life, when what happened, no one know. For man-made disastering, villager cause, rape, government, police, peon, as they are wish they do torture as Myanmar.
हम बांग्लादेश के में इस घर में रहती है, जैसे घर में सोईदा की तरह ढोकना पड़ती है और बारिश के हालत में पानी भी पड़ती है। और जो फेंस है वो बांस का है, जो ऊपर का साल है वो प्लास्टिक का है, जो टॉयलेट है और 8 फैमिली के लिए एक ही टॉयलेट है, वो पानी ऐसा है जो 8 फैमिली के लिए एक ही टैप है.
Really, their Thamis only wanted to back to us to Burma. We are ready to go Burma, but if Myanmar could not receive us, how can we go? We are human. If you receive us as human, then we must go there. We don't want to go other country to live own country. Only time is that there is no any security of life, so we are going. What can we do?
The beatings, the abuses, the harassments, restrictions. This is the life of Arkani people. If a dog, an animal, what they can expect under the control of the owner, the boss. The people have a kind of mentality, or who are born to suffer. We have no option, because if we cross to the Bangladesh, what you can get from the Bangladesh authority, pushback. If we reach to Malaysia, deportation. If we reach to Thailand, detention. So what expect? What they can expect? Some people, okay, let's die.
For the Rohingyas, what I think should be done is to urge the government recognize them, register them, and they get basic needs, because they are human beings like any other person. And if you see the state they live in, it's just horrible. So if the government would recognize them, have the UNHCR register them so that they can get shelter, so that they can get education for their children, so that they can get food, it would be very nice. Basic health care we are already providing, but these other needs are still there, and they need to have this. So that's my wish.